guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a affordable drugstore makeup tutorial for you guys. All affordable makeup that I will be using. I'm starting off with an eye cream and a facial spray just to hydrate my face. I forgot to do my skincare prior, so I'm just quickly doing it now. For my primer, I'm using the Maybelline Baby Skin, which is a pore refining primer, and I'm just applying that all over my face. I really like this as a drugstore primer. It's a little bit slippery, but it does go on the skin really well. And for my foundation, I'm using the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous foundation. I love this foundation. I have it in a couple different shades, and this is my self-tan shade, but I really do like the coverage and the finish of this foundation. For my brows, I'm using my current favorite brow product of all time, which is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I'm just running the spoolie part through my brows first, and then using the pencil part to fill in. To set my brows in place, I'm using the Ardell Clear Brow Gel, but honestly, nothing compares to the Anastasia one for me, so even though this is affordable in drugstore, I definitely recommend going and getting that Anastasia one if you're looking for a really good brow gel. Now to set my eyes, just to make it so they're not so tacky and the shadow goes on a little bit better, I'm just using a translucent powder from Rimmel, and then I'm going in with the Morphe 35O palette. The colors are very saturated. It's not picking up on camera, which is unfortunate. It's really washing out the palette, but just imagine the colors being much more vibrant. And I forgot to put on my shadow shield, so I'm applying those first because I wanted a really defined outer edge, and I'm doing a slight cut crease. So I'm going in with that first shade, which was a much more warm tone orangey brown shade, but it came up really light on camera, so just know that this is much more pigmented than you are seeing and much more saturated. Now I'm going in with a darker brown, and I'm really going to define the crease. I'm putting this lower than I used that other shade, and then I'm going back with that other brush and just making sure the two blend seamlessly together, but you don't want to blend it down onto your lid, so make sure you're blending up. Now I'm going in with this very vibrant orange shade and putting this on the outer corner, and I'm just tapping it on, really building up the color and the intensity and keeping it below that crease. So I really want that crease to be defined still and not blend that color up, so keep it below the crease. And then I'm going in with this second orangey shade, putting it on the middle of my eye, and this is just going to be a gradient of really warm tone oranges, and it's just really pretty. Now I'm going in with this lighter yellow tone shade, and this is going to really brighten up the eye and open up that inner corner, but it also blends really nicely and seamlessly into those other colors. So it's going to be a really beautiful gradient effect. So just keep going back and building up that color till you get the desired intensity that you like. I went back 2 times and just built it up. And then I went back in with my other brush and just lightly patted in between the colors, and this blended them in. I didn't want to swipe it, they just blended in really well with just patting motions. Now I'm taking this dark brown shade, matte shade, and I'm putting this in the outer corner. I really wanted to deepen up a little bit more without losing that nice warm tone orangey shade. I just wanted it a little bit deeper in that outer corner, so I'm putting it on the outer edge and along my lash line. Then gently remove your shadow shields and you'll have a really nice crisp edge. And this is going to be a very defined looking eye. So now I'm going in with my Kat Von D liner and Trooper, and I'm going to make a wing. So since you already have that edge defined, it's super easy to make a wing. Just follow that and do your wing that way. It makes it really easy. You can keep your shadow shields on and do your liner still with those on to help you, but I prefer taking it off before I do my liner. I'm not sure why, it just works better for me. So I'm applying a little bit of mascara and then using these Kiss false lashes. I actually wish I would have used a different pair of drugstore lashes, maybe Ardell Wispies or something for this look, just because these lashes look really plastic in my opinion, so I would have preferred a different pair after seeing the footage, but oh well, just going with it right now. But that's just my advice. I would definitely go with a different pair because they do look quite plasticky. And now I'm just applying my concealer, which is the Maybelline Better Skin, and then I'm going to blend that all in with my beauty blender. To contour my face, I'm using the Sonia Kashuk Cream Contour Stick, and if you've been watching my tutorials lately, you know I've been really into cream contouring lately. It just works better for my skin because I am normal to dry, so when my skin is more on the dry side, I find cream products work much better for me, and it looks more natural in my opinion. So I'm just doing that with the Sonia Kashuk Cream Contour Stick, which I've used several times on my channel. It's one of my favorite drugstore products that I have found. I love this product, and you will actually see in a clip coming up that this color is really comparable to the Chanel Bronze Universelle, and it actually has a similar scent. I was smelling it right here when I was doing my nose. I went back to smell it right there. But you'll see in this upcoming clip the comparison of the color. They're very similar and they smell kind of the same. So maybe go check that out if you like the Chanel one. So much cheaper. Now to set my under eye, I'm using the Banana shade in the NYX Contour and Highlight palette. I've heard a lot of people not like this palette, but I actually really like it. The powders work really well for me. I don't find it to be muddy or chalky or anything like that. They do work really well for me, and I have dry skin. So I'm using that Banana shade underneath my eye, and then I'm going in with this contour color, and I'm just going to be lightly going over the places where I contoured with that cream contour stick by Sonia Kashuk. This is just going to help set that powder, or not the powder, it's going to help set the cream product as well. Now I'm using one of my favorite drugstore blushes. It's Milani Luminoso, and I love the Milani baked blushes. This one in particular is really good for year-round wear. It's perfect for spring, summer, fall, you name it. It is just a gorgeous year-round blush. And now I'm going in with Physicians Formula Shimmer Strip. This is the warm one, and I haven't heard anyone really talk about this, maybe a couple people, but this is one of the best drugstore highlights in my opinion, and not many people know about it, so definitely go check it out if you're interested. Physicians Formula always has sales going on, so definitely pick it up during a sale because Physicians Formula can be a little bit pricey, but it's definitely worth it. So now I'm going back in with this lighter shimmery shade and using that to highlight my inner corner. I always finish off my eyes after I've completed my face. Then I'm going to go back with that dark matte brown shade, put it in the very outer corner of my lower lash line, and then I'm going to smoke it out with that first shade we used in the palette. For lips, I wanted to do a brown lip, but I actually don't have any drugstore matte brown lipsticks, so I went with this lip pencil from Jordana. Super cheap, this is only a couple dollars, and it's in the shade Latte. Now to finish up the look, I'm just setting this with the L'Oreal setting spray, and this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, if you want to see more affordable drugstore makeup looks, and I'll see you guys in my next video.